Hey, it's Justin at Tag Customs. Today's an exciting day. We are installing 38s on my Jeep. Today's video is actually gonna be a little bit more than just tires, but we're gonna be doing a whole lot of supporting mods to make sure the front diff can handle these tires.
What are you gonna do once you get these 38s put on?
We're gonna go wheeling.
So what is the point of going from a 37 to a 38?
Because I can.
I think the question everyone's asking is, does size matter?
Size matters, for sure size matters.
That's a pretty big tire.
That is a big tire. This is the new NITTO 38 1250 17, but an extra inch, and definitely a lot more flexible. So when you air down, this is going to be a tire that's really going to flex over rocks, that type of thing. This tire right here is a factory tire on a Gladiator Overland.
So this is what you would see just driving around every day on the road.
Pretty much, yeah.
Gladiator tire.
About 32 inches tall. 32.
Then we jump up quite a bit bigger. This
here is a 37. This is the one that's on my Jeep currently. This one here is actually a D-rated 8-ply tire. Weighs 81 pounds, 81.4 pounds to be exact. This tire right here is a 38. It's an inch taller. It only weighs a half pound more than that. And the reason why is because this is actually a C-rated tire, a 6-ply tire. And when you air this one down, it's gonna allow you to actually flex a lot more because it's not as rigid as this tire.
So it's gonna be a lot better for rock crawling
exactly.
over everything. You
Absolutely.
can air down, since you have a bigger tire and a more malleable tire, you're able to air down that much more.
Yeah, you think you'd probably want to run this down to about 15 PSI. Anything less than that without a bead lock would be kind of risky for popping a bead.
One last little tidbit on these tires. If you just wheel that thing over to the side a little bit, we got this your little quick release valves.
Yes. These ones here are actually a quick release valve from Apex, and it's really cool. This cap actually holds everything on nicely, but if you want to air down fast, just pull that little tab. It'll air down. You can air down this tire to about 15 PSI in about 20 seconds.
Bing, bang, boom.
Yep. When you start going from even a tire like this is actually pretty heavy. So when you start getting into these big tires, it's definitely a good idea to upgrade and strengthen the diff.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be doing some C-gussets today. We're doing the lower control arm skid plate. And then from there, we're gonna add a couple other little goodies. Yeah, we've got a lot of plans for this summer, and there's gonna be a lot of wheeling, and I wanna make sure that we don't have any breakage, any failures or anything like that. So getting this type of stuff done now is a lot better than dealing with it broken on the trails.
Break time, be right back.
You got everything you need to get outfitted and roll in style right here at tagcustoms.com. I'm talking wheels, rims, tonneau covers, mud flaps, anything you need right here at tagcustoms.com. Your home for everything, parts and accessories.
Today is all about strengthening the front diff. So, as you see over here, we've got a bunch of Artec components. This one here is the Artec C-gusset kit. This will strengthen the inner C on the Dana 44, make it much stronger. Something you really want to look at doing when you're putting big tires on. Today we're doing 38s, so it's definitely getting up there. So right here we've got our lower control arm skid. This right here is going to go right on the lower control arm mount. It's going to strengthen it, stop it from mushrooming if you ever hit anything, rocks, that type of thing. And also strengthens the diff a lot.
Awesome. What are these little guys?
Synergy. Synergy makes probably one of the best ball joints out there. These are heavy duty ball joints. Main difference is they're an all metal construction. The factory ones actually have a plastic sleeve inside here, which is great for reducing NVH and that type of thing on a normal Jeep. But when you start getting into heavy duty Jeeps and larger wheels and tires, hardcore rock crawling, that's definitely a wearable component. These ones here, they take a lot of abuse.
Cool, and then we got one final piece in the additional things.
One more right here. This is the CAD skid plate, the center axle disconnect skid plate. JLs, JTs have a very weak skid plate up front there. It's a very thin piece of sheet metal, can't take much of a beating. So this, as you can see here, can take a hell of a beating.
How much does that thing weigh?
I'd say that probably weighs a good 5 pounds.
5 pounds.
Take us into a quick kind of breakdown of how this build's gonna go today. So what are the steps that we gotta go through?
So first step is to get everything disassembled, and then you can see Vince is already back there working. It's got to basically prep the diff, get it all ready for welding.
And what does that look like?
It's just a matter of grinding all the factory paint off, getting them all fitted properly. There's a little bit of fitment that you got to do with the pieces.
You gotta get it all nice and clean.
Yeah, that's right. He'll get everything tacked, make sure everything's situated properly, and then he'll go ahead and start welding everything. After that, we will be pressing the ball joints out, putting those new Synergy ball joints in. And then from there, there's a CAD skid plate that's got to be installed, and then we'll be swapping over to these great big beasts.
So what makes Vince so great for this project?
He's got a wealth of experience. He's done a lot of lifts, done a lot of fabrication work, and I would not trust anyone else.
Cool. These are all falling down.
Uh-oh.
All right, guys, we're just about to wheel the last tire over. The last one of Justin's 38-inch tires over. We're getting real close to starting this. We had Vince, he just tore everything down. He took the tires off, tore everything down. He's just getting ready set to start grinding some stuff. Then we're straight into welding. Let's check it out. How are things fitting on, Justin?
I think they're going good.
Does that fit in there?
Part numbers are backwards, but that one fits. These are the C gussets right here. So this strengthens the inner C on the diff. If you're rock crawling and that type of thing, you make sure the diff's not gonna fold in half. So this is basically just prepping all the metal so it's ready to weld. Gotta take all the paint and undercoat off.
What happens if you don't do that?
And it's not gonna weld.
Welds don't stick very well.
Nope.
And what does a zinc weld primer do?
It allows you to pre-paint areas that are going to be boxed in when you weld it so it doesn't rust, but you can weld through the primer.
So what we're doing here is getting ready to weld everything on. You want to weld everything on first before you press those ball joints out. You press them out first, then do all the welding. You run the risk of actually warping the hole. That would be a bad day.
Looking good so far. Nice, clean, and smooth.
Feed across there.
Yeah.
Do you approve of Vince's
Oh, yeah.
welding job?
Yeah, he's doing a great job. I can weld, but not like that. So if you're out wheeling and you get this up against a rock, a lot of times this can actually mushroom out, right? Not a lot of structure there. As you can see here now, this is all fully braced, a lot stronger, full skid plate now, so if you're up against a rock, you won't have any issues. Yeah, boxes this all up. Anytime you can box something, it's gonna be a lot stronger. Now we're mounting tires. Well, as you can see here, these are a little bit squished. Well, not this one particularly, but this one right here. So, you need to blast. Plug your ears. Now we're doing balance. Do a road force on it, pull the roller on it, and see how bad they are. Or good, let's see positive. Incredible.
Perfect.
Well, I mean, you can get the road force down a bit, but I bet you you'd go up way. I'm ecstatic with that.
All right, Justin, here we go into the final steps of it. What do we got going on right here?
My face.
Justin's stuffing his face. Vince is working hard. So everything is exactly as usual. We just finished getting the ball joints installed, so those are all back in and reinforced and ready to get rocking and rolling. Now we just gotta put everything else back together, and then we should be good. Put the tires back on and call it a day.
Looks good. I can't wait to see it actually on the ground. A lot of money to spend. That's it for now.
That's a wrap.
That is a wrap.
How are you feeling, Justin? How are you feeling, Vince?
Hungry. I'm not hungry. I think it looks great. Makes me more eager to do more stuff. Next is going to be all 8 adjustable arms, new adjustable track bar in the front, new adjustable track bar in the rear, a Synergy drag link and Synergy tie rod end going in next. With all the bracing and everything on the diff, it's just making it stronger, less susceptible to damage and bending, that type of thing. Upcoming upgrades are just gonna help with articulation and handling more than anything. Keep tuning in, there's lots more happening.
Break time! Be right back!
You want to build your next vehicle, whether it be a 4x4 overland rig, a performance street car, or a lifted truck. We'll walk you through every step of the build to ensure your dreams become your reality. To get started, send us an inquiry at tedcustoms.com.
Alright guys, that is it. That was the day. What a good day of building. If you guys are interested in getting any of these parts and getting any of them installed, feel free to comment down below. Send us any questions. We're here to help you learn, help you educate, and help you get everything installed here at Tag Customs. So if you got any questions, leave them down below. We're always trying to build the biggest, baddest vehicles. And this has been another great build. We'll see you in the next one.